Friday's a qualifying day, Saturday's practice for us, and Sunday's the big show.
The big show is NASCAR, the fastest growing spectator sport in the U.S. And judging from the action at the track on race weekend, that excitement is obvious.
We're standing here with last year's Nextel Cup champ, Kurt Busch. And Kurt, you know, the NASCAR fans, they are so loyal to you guys. What does the loyalty mean to the team, to the Roush team, and to you personally?
Well, they understand that sponsors make this sport go around, and we couldn't have the fun that we're having unless we had those sponsors. But the fans are the real winners in this whole progress. It's them that make the sport what it is.
We're not going to tell all our secrets so we can keep the wheels turning right, but it starts with the character of the sport. I think the personalities, the athletes, the drivers, the car owners, the automobile manufacturers, those elements that are involved in the sport adhere themselves and us, fortunately, to the American public and the fan base.
I like the people. We've met such nice people at racetracks, and we've made lots of friends over the years.
Born and raised that way, I love it. I brought my boy here. It's the first race he's ever been to.
Hey, how do you like it?
Very good.
It's a family sport. This is my youngest one. This is my oldest one. We hang out together. We have a good time.
Go number 9.
Well, this is as close as you're going to get the day before the race here at Martinsville. Now, the drivers just finished their practice runs, and they're bringing the cars into the garage where they get tuned up. They get a brand new set of tires. The guys in the pit tell me they go through about 12 sets of tires every weekend, and as you can see, these things really take a beating.
Race, we'll go to Goodyear and grab a couple more, so we'll go through 14 sets of race weekend if it calls for it.
And for the drivers, it's not always life in the fast lane.
You always have to enjoy things outside of the racetrack, and when you go to Vegas, everybody's all pumped up about Vegas. Obviously there's things to do, and then we go to tracks such as Michigan, where we're up north. The summers are great up there. Indianapolis, it's a great city, and those are things that you might not expect from drivers. Is that I like to go out and enjoy parts of the city, whether it's play a round of golf or go to a nice restaurant.
On race day, Kurt starts off by signing autographs for fans.
Kurt's one of the only drivers that's out here every race signing, gets to know his fans. Real good guy to go talk to.
I've followed him since 1999 up in Portland, Oregon, where I was a recruiter for the Navy. This is something I do at Martinsville and Richmond every year. Stand in line and get his autographs.
Is this actual size?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
That's the man.
That's the man?
That's the man.
It's our first time here at Martinsville, and we want Bobby Labonte to win, of course. Actually, we want Mark Martin. Bobby Labonte.
We all know Rusty's going to win, so.
After hanging with the NASCAR faithful, it's off to the team meeting to go over track rules.
There is 500 laps, 263 miles of competition here today, and the Advanced Auto Parts 500.
A team prayer.
Father, help us to also be mindful that as we place ourselves under your authority, we are also under your protection and blessing. For Christ's sake, amen.
And finally, it's a meet and greet with sponsors at the hauler, which doubles as a team hangout and a garage for, among other things, a spare car. As the green flag draws near, the pit crew gets ready, and the drivers line up for the national anthem. And then, they're off.
Here in the stands is the closest fans usually get to their favorite cars and their favorite drivers. But we are going to take you right on down into the pit. Now, this is the official shirt for the race today for Kurt Busch. Now, it's got a lot of logos on it, and what they tell me here at NASCAR is that it's the sponsors that make the wheels go around. Now, this may look like an official shirt, and it is for the crews in the garage, but the pit crew behind me, they're wearing fire suits made out of a material called Nomex, and it takes up to 400 degrees of temperature before anybody wearing those suits can feel anything, and more than 30 seconds before they burst into flames. So safety is a priority here in the pit.
And when entering pit road, the speed limit is just 30 miles per hour. Some go a little slower.
You won the whole thing last year, so obviously there's a lot of pressure coming into this year. How do you feel?
Well, there is some pressure, and then there's days where the crew can walk around the garage area, and as well as I can, with a lighter footstep, knowing we achieved something very special. but it's not going to carry us to a win this weekend. We have to go work on our race car this weekend, make sure it's as best as it can be so that we can win, because we know the championship's not going to carry us to a win.
Our gracious host, Kurt Busch, drove a good race, but in the end, his nemesis, Jeff Gordon, won the day.
A lot of emotions today. What does number 71 victory mean to you today?
I mean, I was so stoked to get 70 in Daytona, and what a big win that was, and very cool to come home and